Setting up a YouTube studio in a small space is definitely hard, especially if it's something like your bedroom and you're going to be setting up lights and tripods with cameras. You're going to want to make it a lot more easy for you. So let me show you one way I'm about to make my setup a whole lot easier. All right, here's a pretty basic shot that I set up with my camera, my light, and basic background behind me. Nothing too special. I've got a basic shotgun mic on the top of my camera here so it can hear me, no lavalier or anything like that, but you can set it up with that if you'd like. Now, a shot like this only took a few minutes to set up, but the fact that I have to get it up, put the tripod away and all that stuff over and over, the light and everything, is kind of a lot. And my main thing that I want to avoid is the setup and tear down of the tripod, especially if I want to have multiple shots in this same single room. The first thing that you're going to need is an L-shaped bracket just like this. I'll have it linked below. The second thing you're going to need is this quick release plate right here. What this quick release plate does is it lets you slip on your camera on and off so that you don't have to be twisting in any of the typical quarter screws. I have this phone mount right here. You can slide your phone in and then screw it on to let your phone be there. But I've got the other piece of the quick release right there. So all you need to do is slide it like this, boom, and then it is affixed to that in whichever way you want, and you've got a screw in here so it's nice and tight. The other thing you could do is instead of affixing the quick release plate directly onto the L bracket, this one comes with this kind of ball head mount that you could then be able to tilt it up and down as you wish and then tighten it to keep it in place if you'd like. If you want to have this above a desk or something pointing down, you can affix this there and then put the quick release plate on top of that. So let's get to attaching these and show you what it looks like. I'm gonna start with my window right over here because I love this shot. Quick thing though, if you are renting, I have these ones that come with a sticky plate on the back. Now that's going to rip off paint if you don't take it off properly, but you can take it off in a certain way. You'll have to Google it. I don't know exactly how, but I know you can get off that sticky stuff without removing paint. So I'll link that one below and it'll definitely hold your camera enough. So let's get started with this guy. I'm actually just gonna stick this one here. All right, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure that my little quick release plate is screwed onto here. Make sure it's facing the right way. Get it nice and tight. Adjust to make sure it's actually straight. There we go. Then we can adjust it once it's on the wall. Now I'm gonna put my camera on the quick release plate before I put it up on the wall and make sure that the angle is actually where I want it. It's all the right height and all that good stuff. I'm gonna be wanting to sit from my bed right here. So I probably want it to be about this height. You know what? I actually want to take a pencil to mark this first. Don't have a pencil, so a highlighter's gonna have to do. Okay, so that's where I'm gonna want it. All right, go right here. Now that I've been rubbing it up on the wall, you can see that there's a bunch of dust right there. So I'm gonna go get a alcoholic cloth to wipe that off to make sure that it actually sticks. I'm not really sure it matters, but I'm gonna use just isopropyl alcohol. I'm not looking for perfection here, so it doesn't really matter to me. Now, the one thing to make sure is you're not gonna wanna put your camera on this immediately because then it's just gonna fall right off. It won't have enough time to cure, sit, all that good stuff. A level would be good here, obviously, but I'm just gonna eyeball it. I'm okay with that. If it's just a little bit off, I don't mind doing it in post. So I'm gonna hold pressure on here for a while, 20, 30 seconds. All right, and there you go. I'm gonna take my phone off of this quick release and take a look here. Look at that. As you can tell, it's sitting nice and clean right there. And that obviously is with the camera on it. You know, there's not much there. You don't have to worry about anything else, but once I quick release this off, boom, you can barely tell with the window here. But with my quick release, just slip it on like this. Boom. Look at that, easy peasy. Now I'm set up and my manual focus is being, there we go. Look at that, that looks great. This would definitely be my daytime shot because I get all of the window light behind me and my full room is lit up, which is great. The thing that I love the most about this is because I have all this depth in the rest of the room, then obviously you get that portrait bokeh behind me. Let's go set up the other one from the shot that you were just looking at before. The only difference with this shot from earlier is that it's gonna be right here next to my front door of my room in this tiny little section here. And this, as you can see, does not line up with the bookshelves right here. It's just a little bit off, so I'm actually gonna move my bookshelves over. And then the other thing is, once I put this camera all the way here on the wall, it's super wide. I'm gonna change my lens here to be a zoom lens and then just zoom it in from the wall a little bit. So step one, alcohol wipe. Actually, scratch that. Step one, I gotta put the quick release in here. The 3-pack of the L brackets actually doesn't come with this screw for screwing in your release bracket. So if you get the cheap pack, just go to the store and get a 1/4 mount screw. Probably is going to be on Amazon as well. I'll double check and link it below. I'm actually going to switch my lens here so I can show you exactly what I'm talking about with framing up the other shot. I need to be a little more organized. So now that I've got this screwed in with the quick release on, I'm going to set up this shot with the zoom lens over here because I'm going to need it to zoom, like I mentioned. So I'm going to throw this on here, and I'm just going to hold it up to the wall. So as you can see right here, I've got the chair like right about there. Now, obviously, this is off center, so I'm going to be moving it over. So this is going to be about where it is and what it looks like before I zoom in. Now we got to put the alcohol wipes on it. This might be taking off some of the paint, but honestly, that's not really what I give a shit about, so not enough for me to care. Okay, now that it's clean, make sure it's dry. Pull this off right here. Obviously, I don't need the added weight, so I'm going to apply about 20-30 seconds of pressure, and it'll be good to go. Perfect. Look at that. It's beautiful. Once I need to, I can just take this little spot, and boom. Done. Now it's in there. So obviously, I'm going to move the shelves. Why don't I just do that now? Now we've got a perfect shot right here. I'm happy about it. Now, it does look a little bit off. That's okay. I think all I would do is that and basically edit it in post. That's just me. So that's it. Those are my two shots, and it's, you know, quick and dirty. I've got one little thing on the wall that I have to worry about. Put up the light and then be done. The other shot I might consider is something diagonally into this corner, something like this right here, where I would probably put something more interesting right here. I would affix a camera to my desk over here on the corner of it, probably right like this. Something similar to my like mic stand right here. I'd put it on the corner there. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with these shots that I've got. I've got some diversity here, and it's a lot easier to deal with than having to set up a tripod every single time. If this helped you, if you liked it, drop a like, drop a subscribe, and I'll catch you out raging. Peace.